Fantastic viewers, welcome back to Tobago Updates Television. We are now into the sporting segment. I want to shout out to Adana and Akinlabi for holding down the fort this morning. But of course, the best segment on Friday, sports. And this morning I'm talking to some champions out of the best village in Tobago, Castara, me say, Castara. And we're talking to the champions of the 2025 Tobago Football Association League, Castara Gold City. And on set, I have the captain of Castara Gold City, Jerome Williams, along with a young player, Jovani Thomas. Good morning to you guys.
Morning to you, Marcus.
Fantastic. And let me say congratulations to Castara for reclaiming the title. I'm told since 2013 you guys would have won this title.
Yes, 2013.
So that's what, 12 years? 12 years. The title would have gone to our North Side team. And in fact, in this year's tournament, I said not this year, the 2024-2025 season, Castara would have been the only team out of North Side.
Yes, we are on North Side, unless you can Golden Lane into the
Golden
North
Lane?
Side.
I can't think Golden Lane. I don't know. It's not going to shit up the road.
Castara is the only team on the North Side that is in the Tobago League.
All right. So Jeremy, tell me about, the feeling, the vibes in the camp, winning the title. And then we're getting more into the conversation about how did you guys get back to playing in the competition. But tell me about the victory itself and how you guys would have celebrated that victory.
Well, to be honest, our victory was well celebrated. Motorcade from the stadium, go straight to Castara. Right? And it's a good feeling to know that Castara is back on top the whole of Tobago. The journey wasn't easy because this journey started from Mariah League.
Right.
As far back as Mariah League, where we entered. Because Castara, as everyone knows, Castara wasn't playing football for at least 2 years. We was out of the competition. And players was all playing with different teams. But when I came back, I said, boy, we have so much young talent in Castara. Why the boys had to leave and go and play the other team? Let us form back this team. And so I went to our area representative, which is the Chief Secretary, Augustine, and said, well, I want to bring back the team to this competition. He said, oh, you want to bring back Castara team? I said, yes. He said, that is a good thing. And what you need? And I tell him what I need, although I had to go and certify myself in the coaching and all of those things. I went and I did it, and from there is history.
Wow. So you say you came back, you went somewhere to play, or?
Well, as everyone, I've been playing professional football, and then I came back. The team here was no team. I did play with Mason Hall.
Oh, you played with Mason Hall?
Mason Hall. Right. And then when I would think, I say, boy, no place like home.
But what would have caused the team not to participate in the 2 years that they didn't participate?
Well, to be honest, I can't get the direct reason why the team didn't think, but it does fall off. I cannot say because I wasn't there when the team fall off and wasn't playing. Right. Cannot say why.
Yeah, and you mentioned that the representative for the area, Mr. Augustine, got involved. And then obviously you would have spearheaded getting all the players in Castara. How difficult was that task to get the players, obviously to register the players? And then you mentioned that you had to certify yourself as a coach as well. Yes. How difficult was that transitional period?
Well, it wasn't that difficult because something that you love, it doesn't be hard work because you love it. And football is something that gave me a lot of different things. So it wasn't that hard, and the guys was eager to play football, and the village wanted the football team to start back. So the transition was very easy for us.
Yeah, and in terms of the season, right? Because this season was a very long season. Would you agree?
Yeah, very long.
A very long season. And let's talk about the road to victory here, right? It started last year in August, right?
Yes.
You registered to the competition. Did you? When you registered the team and the guys, did you have that feel that you're going to be victorious in 2025?
To be honest with you, well, I always aim for the stars, and I was telling fellas we could win the league. Yeah. Because we have a bunch of great players, young, because I could say basically you only have about 4 or 5 senior players on the team. All the rest of them is youngsters. Right? So what I did, I know they was young and most of them was inexperienced. So I take them to Mariah League, in which in Mariah we lost all games. We didn't win a game.
but that was a really good strategy because it's just to break the ice.
Just to break the ice.
Where you guys are.
Get them accustomed to playing around crowd and all of that. And then we take them to Mason Hall League now. Yeah. Right, which we won.
Yeah, I actually saw that Miss League was right. And I mean, we have a young player on set this morning. This is Jovani. Well, I'm assuming that you're a very young player, Jovani Thomas. So, Jovani, what role did you play in the team?
I played the role in bringing a lot of the youngsters together. I played alongside Jerome Williams, centre back, very experienced player. He was always willing to guide me and the team by extent. And yeah, because of a lot of the experienced players, they really helped the youngsters to play to the best of their ability, and we came out victorious.
Yeah, are you attending secondary school or you?
No, not at the moment.
Which school you played? Which school you played for?
I played at Bishop's High School and Speyside Secondary in the SSFL.
Right.
And yeah, that was it as far as
okay. And you felt that your goals that you set out to achieve in the season, you achieved those goals this season?
Yes, I did. We won the league.
You won the league? Oh, that was a goal for you to win the league. Exactly. And where are you looking to do for yourself now in terms of your career? Are you interested in playing professional football?
Well, I was interested in playing professional football. I was in trials at Reading in England.
Right.
I also went to the United States on 2 different occasions, football scholarships. And now I would say that my professional dreams are a bit over due to the pandemic. So now I'm just an entrepreneur. I do clear kayak rentals, all sorts of beach activities on Castara Beach.
Oh, big up Jovani, the entrepreneur right there. Congratulations to you on that. I mean, and if you are still you're relatively young. May I ask what your age is?
22 years.
22 years. That's still a career. You can make a career of that, Jerome.
Still
can make a career.
Make a career. Yes.
And what you make of young Jerome? I mean, because you mentioned he played alongside you in the defense.
Well, a very talented player. We also his cousins, close family. Yeah, he have the potential, but you see now Tobago do not have the avenue for young players, right? To see, because professionally Tobago do not have that you can see. If you have to go Trinidad or you have to go outside. Yes, Phoenix in the tier 1, but they're in the tier 1, but I'm not gonna say they're a professional league, a team. Reason why professional get paid for what they do, and once you have to go and work and then go to play football, you don't get the best out of your players.
So you are advocating for a more professional setup
for Tobago,
where players can get paid to play and they can focus solely on football.
There is a professional footballer.
And you mentioned Phoenix there because I've been following the league. Phoenix unbeaten going into the knockout stages, and I'm sure a lot of persons would have been following the league. Would have probably thought that Phoenix would have been victorious. I mean, how did you guys get past Phoenix and playing in the professional league and Bethel and those teams who were unbeaten heading into the next knockout stages?
Hard work. And most of all, team spirit.
Yeah.
We never give up, because against Phoenix, we went down 1-0. And we rally up and beat them 2-1. So it was hard work, because Phoenix is a team, they can play football. But our determination and physically is what get us through that game.
Yeah. And what kept, because as I mentioned earlier, the season was a very long season. 2024 August, and we finished just last month, right? Yeah. What kept you guys focused in terms of what would you have done to let's keep the guys motivated? Hey guys, we have a mission to complete here. What would you have done to get the guys, young players as well too, keep them motivated to the task?
Well, we used to have a lot of fun, to be honest, with the training. Sometime on Sunday morning, what we do, we come out and sweat and make breakfast and thing, keep the love in the team, right? Breakfast after the sweat, we lime, we have fun. And the thing is, Castara is a home-based team. Only Castara, no outsider, only Castara on that team. So we grew up amongst each other. We lime with it. So there's a bond, a family bond that no one could break.
Yeah, fantastic. And of course, I got past Phoenix. What happened next?
Well, after we got past Phoenix, the next tough team there was in our group, and actually they are the only team that beat us twice this year, was Roxborough Lakers. So that is the only team that beat us twice for the year.
Right.
But we get sweet revenge in the semi-final, which was very good, because I told them no team is beating us 3 times straight. No.
Because the race is not for the supers, right?
Yeah, but those who cannot do it.
and obviously you got in the final against Signal Hill. Yeah. And tell me about that Signal Hill game.
That Signal Hill game was a good game. I must say it was an entertaining final.
Yeah.
We went down in that final also, same as we go down to Phoenix. and we rally and come out victorious. Because to be honest with you, I like when teams score against us first. Because it has wake up the guys and get them, well, boy, we can't lose this game. And that way that's rally true.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I like what you mentioned that sometimes, you go behind. Then the guys realize, oh wait, we can lose this match here, boy, and then they start to play. And then sometimes when you're in front, they just probably get relaxed and then decide come back and equalize. In terms of the age group of your team, because you mentioned you had some senior players, what's the average age group within this whole Castara squad?
Well, it 4 senior players, myself, Cullen Ferguson, Akini Ferguson, and Anderson Taylor. That's the 4. So all the rest is like 25 and under.
Wow.
I don't think there's anyone else over that age on my team more than 25 and under. There's only 4 players in the 30s. Well, Akini, he's 40.
Right.
He's 35. Anderson is 32. Cullen is 37. And
right. So within that whole setup, do you see any player or players that you think like can represent the country? Because you're always looking for players to represent Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes. Antonio George. Everyone who played and watched us love him.
Yeah. What position?
He play attacking mid. He right now he's still go at. I believe he's still going to school, or he left school last year. I'm not sure. Right? And he's going back 6th form or something like that. But he's like 16 years old, and that is one of our top goal scorer and one of the best players that we have in that the attacking.
Yeah, because and I also saw Hakeem Legal was the leading goal scorer.
Yes, he was the leading goal scorer for us.
Oh, fantastic! So you were dominated with goals, and in terms of the setup with the young players. And what about your management? You want to mention your management as well, the coach and the captain and people behind the scenes that got the team going as well. So you have Jovani laughing.
Well, to be honest with you, at start I was coach, manager, everything.
Right, wow.
To start off the thing, because he had no other person at that point in time. I must say shout out to Tante Carol. She was the one who was there for us from the day one, from the jump. And then as I go along, I add in person Andrew Williams come along and help me out with the coaching. Alea come along and help me with the equipment. So everyone, Clayton Harry come and help me along with some assistant. Kaiwo, Legal come and also help me.
All former players.
All former players that was on board. After when the team was up and running, people come in and the village started like that. And the support keep coming, and that is how the team keep rallying.
All right. So from that victory, you still have people now wanted to join the movement.
Oh well, yes, and I will always want people to join the movement with us, especially from the village, to help bring back the vibes in the village. Because to be honest with you, when I bring back this team, I didn't think about me.
Right.
I think about the village.
Yes.
Right, because in next 2-3 years, I gonna be on the sideline, watching. They are the reason why I bring out the youths.
Yeah.
So them gonna keep on the legacy going.
Yeah, and I would say that Tobago football needs a Castara team, a strong Castara team participating. Because I remember the days of Zico and them fellas, because obviously I'm from Castara as well. And because I follow sport and I've seen teams playing, I see tournaments upon tournaments and no Castara. And we have the talent, but I'm seeing Castara players playing with other teams. So I'm sure the village are very thankful of yourself and all those who were involved in getting the team back together. And of course, shout out to the representative for the area, Mr. Augustine, for obviously accepting your call to get a team back in the whole mix. What's next for you guys? Because I see Masonol League happening. Are you guys there?
Well, we are in Masonol League right now. We have a game today, the knockout against Alma Road.
It's a knockout?
Yeah, this is the knockout stage of it. We didn't win the knockout in Masonol, but we didn't win the league.
Right.
So we're hoping to make a double this year.
and Jovani, what's next for you besides your business? It's still keeping yourself fit. You're playing the football. What I mean, where do you see yourself in 5 years, sporting-wise?
Sports-wise, I see myself as the captain of
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Encouraging the younger ones to come out and taking all the experience that I've gained from the experienced players that we have now and passing it on to the younger players to make a better opportunity for themselves.
That's a good mission. You have a really good head on your shoulders there. And tell me, was there any particular game that you enjoyed the most, outside of the final, of course, in the whole season? Was there a particular game that you liked the most? You scored any goals?
Not this season.
Not this season. You don't take free kicks.
Yeah.
but was there a particular game that you liked so much that it's still registering in the mind? You can register in the mind now that you can talk about it.
It was I think it was the semi-final game where I actually forced myself to play with an injury. I just took painkillers and put a knee band on. And I think it was in the first half, we were either 2-0 or 3-0 up.
Right.
I was like, yeah.
Right.
Make it, and I just called for a substitution, and I feel excited in that moment knowing that the team was able to carry on and win the match without my presence on the field.
Fantastic. What's your message for other young people? Because you mentioned that you are an entrepreneur, and obviously you are playing and you are giving back to your community. And I'm sure that you follow news and you're seeing a lot of young people your age doing stupidness. I call it stupidness. I mean, what's your message for them? What's your secret or key to success? Because I look at you as a successful young man.
My message to them is to seek purpose, and when you seek purpose, you will know that what you really set out to do. And if you know God as well, then everything would be fine. He would lead you into whatever that you need to do next and help you on whatever journey you decide to walk in life.
Fantastic. Well said. Jeremy, any sponsors, anybody you want to really thank for this amazing season?
Well, yeah, most of all, Mr. Fali Augustine, because without him, there would have been no Castor, and for believing in us that we can go and win the league. Right, and most of all to the village of Castor for supporting us. Actually, the whole of North Side.
Yes, man.
The whole of North Side that support us, the Moriah, the Mason Hall, straight up the Codler come straight up because everyone was there backing us because we are the only team you could be that on that side that is in the Tobago League and have a chance at least putting up a fight to beat the big guys like the Phoenix and the Roxborough Lakers and all of them. So I just want to say thanks to everyone for being there for us and not giving up on us, even though 1 and 2 times we fall short of the expectations.
The Kings in the North, Castora Gold City. Remember the names, that's Castora Gold City. I'm looking forward to seeing more great things from you guys, Jeremy. And I'm hoping that other sporting disciplines within the whole Castora setup can come out. Basketball, cricket, not just the football, because within that whole community, we have a number of talented people, and probably take somebody like yourself, who probably involved in cricket, to get a cricket team out of Castor Go. So that is starting the schools as well too, and I'm happy that Castor Primary School, they are participating in a number of sporting activities, cricket, football, track and field. So, I mean, let's make Castor great again.
Yeah,
that's
the idea.
Yes, thank you guys so much for being here this morning. Once again, congratulations and shout out to the entire community and of course to the representative for the area, Mr. Fali Augustine, for supporting the team. And I'm hoping that other representatives can come on, not just politics or politicians, but the business community as well. Community, it starts in the communities. Yes, thank you guys so much for being here this morning. This has been the sporting segment on this Tobago Updates television morning show. I'm going to show you guys over to Natalie for Good Morning Tobago. But remember, it always seems impossible until it's done. And don't forget to share the life, share the life, share the life.